Hello, my name's Saocain, and this time I want to show you Crossbones Barret pistol sword build. So let's take a look at the Crossbones Barret abilities, commander, team, class and support perks, and gadgets. So Shock Tower is a deployable device which shocks nearby enemies, stunning them and dealing 12 damage. Teddy is a deployable husk-crushing robot bear which deals 13 damage per shot and fires 4 shots per second. Teddy lasts 15 seconds. When you will use Seismic Smash, you will smash the ground, creating a fissure of energy which deals almost 57,000 energy damage to enemies. Crossbones Barret commander perk is called Going Coconuts Plus, and it gives a 30% chance to find coconuts in containers. Also, this perk increases damage by 36%, not 136% while affected by coconuts. Hot Swap team perk description says, weapon eliminations increase weapon damage by 13% for 15 seconds, and each weapon type can only apply one stack of this effect. I am going to use 2 different weapons, so I will get 26% damage buff. Like any other Outlander, Crossbones Barret has the same class perks, which is Anti-Material Charge, In the Zone, and Loot Llama. Also, Blue Charge Fragments is going to reduce cooldowns for both Shock Tower and Teddy by 30%. The time has come to show you support team perks. And for this build, I am going to use Anatomy Lessons, which increases critical rating of swords, axes and scythes by 15. You can use this perk if you have Whiteout Fiona in your armory. The second support team perk is called Buckle. Dealing sword damage increases pistol damage by 22% for 6 seconds. And to get this perk, you need Buccaneer Jonesy. Enduring Machine perk will make my weapons to lose 40% less durability for the next 2 uses after I will cast the ability. This perk is not important for this build, but I needed to use one constructor in my support team. So if you want to use this perk, you need 8-bit demo constructor. The fourth perk is called Make It Count, and it increases pistol critical damage by 75%. Beetlejuice Outlander have this perk. The last perk in my support team is called Swash. Dealing pistol damage increases sword damage by 22% for 6 seconds. And you need Swashbuckler Keelhole Pirate Ninja if you want to use this perk. The 2 gadgets I will use in this build is Adrenaline Rush and Stationary Hover Turret. This build is going to work if you are going to use it correctly. What do I mean saying correctly? I mean you have to use all the possible buffs all the time, which is Coconut Effect. Try to have Coconut Effect active all the time. Team perk. Make sure you have at least 1 elimination with your pistol and sword every 15 seconds. And Buckle and Swash support perks. You have to change between pistol and sword and make some damage every 6 seconds. If you can do that, you can play this build effectively, and you will feel the damage increase with every active buff. So let's talk about pros and cons, and after that I will show you a gameplay with this build. Coconuts is healing instantly and over time, so that's enough to survive on the battlefield, and it's not hard to collect coconuts. Commander perk. Going Coconuts Plus is buffing all weapons and most abilities damage, so it's possible to make a lot of different builds. The current loadout can increase pistol and sword damage by 84% if all buffs are active at a time. This build has some disadvantages too. Sadly, but I don't think it's possible to find coconuts from bushes, flowers or grass, so grasslands and forest maps will not provide a lot of coconuts. Going Coconuts Plus description says that damage is increased by 136% if coconut effect is active, but that's not true because this perk is increasing damage by 36%, not 136. This number is correct in the patch notes, but not in the game. I was thinking about different Teddy build, but going Coconuts Plus is not increasing any equipment damage like Teddy, Shock Tower or Stationary Hover Turret. You can get from 2 to 5 coconuts from a single container. You can collect 100 coconuts in the single stack. Coconut effect is active for 30 seconds. I want to show you a gameplay with this build, and after the gameplay I am going to rate this build as well.
Time to shut it down, Commander. Deploy the armory and the launcher. Produce your first bomb, add blue glow. I've added some tracks to your inventory. Connection complete. The bomb is on the move. Keep it safe. to appreciate how cool that is. I could blow up all of my problems with that thing. Enough of that. Let's get to work.
So it's time to rate this build. Crossbones Barret is the pirate Outlander, and his commander perk Going Coconuts Plus is increasing my weapons and Seismic Smash ability damage by 36%. So this build is increasing pistol and sword damage by 84% if all buffs are active. 85 points for the power of the build. This build has two ways to regenerate hit points without using traps, so you can survive quite well. Just you need some coconuts in your pocket first. 80 points for survivability. If you want to play this build effectively, you have to keep all possible buffs active, so you have to kill a husk every 15 seconds with both your pistol and sword. You have to remember to eat coconuts every 30 seconds and to change between your pistol and sword every 6 seconds and do some damage to husks. Not the easiest build to play, so I'm giving it 52 points. I like this build because of the possibility to choose weapons I want to make stronger, and I chose a pistol and sword because of the new support perks from other new pirate heroes. This build I am playing is the first build I have to swap between weapons to do more damage, and I like it. That's something new. 82 points. You need one good pistol and one good sword for this build to work and to be fun to play. So I'll show gameplay with energy damage doing pistol Founder's Revolt and energy damage doing Krypton Sword, so you can do even more damage with other elemental damage weapons. 75 points. Crossbones Barret pistol sword build is quite hard but fun to play, and I like coconuts. Overall rating for this build is almost 75 points. So, I hope you will find some useful information about Crossbones Barret Pirate Outlander. Maybe some ideas for other builds for this character. And of course, thanks for watching.